I'm being harassed en masse on the internet and have been across various platforms for about a year now because I do mutual aid and I'm outspoken about being anti-capitalist and I'm disabled and people don't believe that I'm disabled. But one of the persistent comments I get is something about me making myself a victim when I talk about things that I struggle with or abuse that I'm experiencing. And it's deeply ironic to get that kind of gaslighting comment from somebody who is specifically part of the harassment campaign against me. Because that's what it is. People who are stalking my account and harassing me are saying that I'm making up my victimhood as a part of the harassment. Like, I love irony, but not like that, dude. You are being abusive. You don't get to say that I'm making myself a victim when you are actively victimizing me. Also, they made the comment this time on a video where I'm talking about how somebody told me to move out of country because I was trying to raise money for an indigenous trans man, and talking about how there's an indigenous genocide in the United States that it was founded on, and a trans genocide in the United States that's actively happening. And somebody was like, move. And I was talking about how that's abusive, how I'm getting better at dealing with abuse as I self-actualize. Like, I wasn't even like crying or really complaining. I was just laying out the facts of the abuse I was experiencing for other people. And they're like, how can I be a victim today? With 5 likes on it. So people who are stalking my account, who don't engage any other way in my content besides stalking my account and liking hate comments or randomly leaving hate comments, are saying that I'm manufacturing my own victimhood. And overall, that should give you a really good sense of the people who stalk and harass and call people scammers for being disabled, doing mutual aid, being outspoken against the United States, whatever. Because their behavior makes no sense. There is no logic in it. The end goal is the abuse. I want to point this out for anybody watching in good faith. When people dogpile other people who crowdfund, for example, it doesn't mean that that person is guaranteed to be a scammer. It just means that there are a lot of people in our world right now who like to be abusive cops, who like to feel like they know more than everybody else, who like to feel like they can figure out the puzzle, even though there's not a puzzle to figure out, who've watched so much propaganda they think being a cop is good, even something you should aspire to in your daily life. And we live in a fascist society built on white supremacy and colonialism, capitalism, patriarchy. It's intrinsically abusive. That trickles down, so it is normalized. Y'all are abusing me to normalize the abuse that is done to you on a systemic level, but also interpersonally. Why am I complaining about people abusing me? This is just how people act toward each other. No, it's abuse. It's not normal. You shouldn't do it. Also, it's embarrassing for you because you make no sense. On so many levels, you make no sense. You are victimizing me, accusing me of manufacturing my own victimhood. You are harassing me, gaslighting me about being abused. You also somehow think that being a victim is a bad thing. The things that people experience as victims are bad, but being a victim is just a category. It's just a state of being. It's just a word to express, hey, bad shit has been done to me. I've experienced it and lived through it. Y'all weaponize victim the same way you weaponize addict. You think being a victim and being an addict are moral failings and not things that people struggle with or facts of people's lives. You think being a human with flaws is a moral failing because, again, your behavior doesn't make sense and you are just doing propaganda for the systems that oppress all of us, which are all rooted in eugenics. They are all rooted in the idea that you have to live up to a certain standard to be considered a human being, to be worthy of respect, and to be worthy of getting your needs met.